RadioFire.com, yours truly, Dominic K. in here. Thank you for joining me. I wanted to talk about this after I actually had a chance to see the movie. And so I checked out the Tupac movie, All Eyes on Me, L.T. Hutton and Benny Boom. I thought that the movie was amazing. I don't understand what the hoopla was about. I don't understand what all of the hate was about. There was a lot of hate out there, like mad people talking trash. I saw Scarface talking crazy. I saw 50 Cent talking crazy. I saw Jada Pinkett Smith talking crazy, and a lot of other people. And then they just kind of fell suit, and just kind of a lot of people just jumped on the bandwagon. The movie initially started out with very good returns, and it last week it went down to 11th place. I don't see the problem with the movie. I really don't. I thought that it showed a side and showed some scenarios that we didn't know. I definitely saw different perspectives, like with Quincy Jones' daughter, Kadada, who Tupac was engaged to. You got to see elements of their relationship. Jada Pinkett, who was very, very vocal about her portrayal in the movie. I thought that she was cast in a very good light. First, we got to keep in mind that this is a movie. So I was listening to interviews with Benny Boom and L.T. Hutton separately and together, and they were talking about initially the movie was over 3 hours long, and they had to cut out a lot of things because, of course, the attention span of people was not. I mean, you don't want to have a Titanic type movie. I mean, you want to be able to keep their attention, and so they had to cut a lot of things out. And they're saying that on the DVD release or the whatever kind of digital release, they're going to have these scenes that were edited out. So you're going to get to see more things. But I thought that the movie was good. I'm a Tupac fan. Now, if the movie was shit, I would say it. I would. And I would be able to critique it. And I would say they messed it up, like Speed Racer. I was a big Speed Racer fan. They fucked that movie up. That was one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life, Speed Racer, I'm saying. I walked out of the theater in Speed Racer. And I love Speed Racer. The concept of Speed Racer, I don't see how you can mess it up, but they found a way to mess up Speed Racer. They did not mess up Tupac. If anything, I thought that they showed you a lot of things that, the Haitian Jack, like they showed you all of the different things that you didn't get to see all the time. Aside from the normal everyday stuff that you knew, I thought that they went in depth about his relationship with his mother. I liked how at times the mother was strong, and she's kind of getting the kids together, and then she was falling weak, and Tupac kind of was being the strength, and then when he went to jail, it reversed again, and it just I liked that part. I thought that the relationship the way they portrayed it with Suge Knight, I thought that was interesting, and I thought it was good. And a lot of things we got to see as far as the Death Row East and him wanting to leave and deciding to stay and all this kind of stuff. I really enjoyed the actor who played Tupac. Because he looked so much like Tupac, it was easy for you to get into the story, because it wasn't like you're looking at somebody like, man, he don't even look like Tupac, because that would have distracted you. But because he looked so much like him, it really was a bonus for the movie, in my opinion. Now, in the interview, and I knew this when I was watching it, because anybody from Baltimore knew this, that the scenes that they were claiming were in Baltimore, that was not Baltimore, because we just know how the buildings look here. And so they confirmed that they filmed in Atlanta, in London, but so even the scenes that were supposed to be in New York, they filmed in Atlanta, and it's all good, but I just have such an issue with like some rappers, like I like Big Psych from Thug Life and Scarface, but every rapper that met Tupac, you don't need to be represented in the movie. It's movie, you know what I mean? So it's just like shit got to kind of beat to a certain rhythm. And Jada Pinkett, if everything didn't happen exactly like the way that it happened, like if the conversation that you had with him was over the phone versus being backstage because you never went to none of his concerts, so the fuck what? If the message is the message, you know what I mean? It's just, don't come after the fact when you could have helped and contributed when the movie was going on. But in addition to that, it's gone through a lot of hands, a lot of different writers, a lot of different producers and directors, and all of that. His mother was on board with things, even though she did not see anything because she passed away. She gave her blessings. She allowed things to happen. She was in control of the estate. So it's you can make a movie about anything. I can make a movie about Tupac if I want to, because it's public domain. He's a public figure. If we want to make a movie about Tupac, we could. You can make an unauthorized movie. You can make a movie about Beyonce if you want to. If you want to. The Beehives will come for you. But who gives a fuck? But I'm just saying. You could do it if you want to. And they did this. They got the rights. They got the music. If they didn't have the music rights and it was some cheesy music, that'd have been something different. This was official. I enjoyed the movie. I don't understand why black people are so quick to fucking hate on. You see some shit on social media and now you don't like it. At first you liked it, now you don't like it. It kills me. And 50 Cent, I love 50 Cent, but he hates on every fucking thing. He hates on everything except for Power and Tony Yayo. But he hates on everything else. And I don't understand why. And then I thought about it. Wait, Power's coming up. That's why he's hating. 50 Cent was hating because Power was coming up, and this was a way that he could get in the goddamn news. All right. Was Tupac's movie better than Get Rich or Die Trying? Yes, I think it was. Did you hate on Get Rich or Die Trying? No, because you was in it. Yeah, whatever. And that was based loosely on his life. The portrayal that 50 Cent did in Get Rich or Die Trying is nowhere near reality. If you want to talk about that was like a fucking superhero movie. You know what I mean? He shoots the guy, he walks off and goes to this. Fuck out of here. But you want to talk about Tupac movie, which was real. Whatever. All right, so that's how I feel about that. I enjoyed the movie. We gotta stop being such, I don't know, just like you see some celebrity or if you feel the public opinion is going one way, then everybody goes that way. And I did not rush to see it because I almost fell into that trap. But I saw the movie. I enjoyed the movie. I think that you should go see the movie. You enjoyed Tupac movie, right? It was good. Did you see Tupac movie? Hater. She's a hater. Haters in the building. Are you a Biggie fan? What's wrong? What's the damn problem? Listen. These reviews are biased. It's phony. Don't believe it. The movie is good. It's good. Did you see the Aaliyah movie on was that Lifetime? Horrible. This is way better than that. Did you see TLC movie? Yeah. It was cool, but this is better than that. Did you see New Edition movie? You didn't see it? Okay, good, because I didn't want to say it was better than that. But I'm just saying, it was good. Okay, so but since you didn't see it, doesn't matter. But definitely, I encourage people, go out and see this Tupac movie. All Eyes on Me. Do not, don't get it twisted. Now, one thing that I definitely want to say is I used to think that Suge Knight set up Tupac. And I think that was just because I was such a fan, I wanted a reason as to why he was gone. Tupac is gone because Tupac jumped in some gang shit and became a casualty. That's it. If Tupac did not interfere in a dispute between a reputed Blood and Crip, he would still be alive. But he chose to get in it because he wanted to show off. He wanted to impress Suge Knight and all the other niggas that was with them when he easily could have fell back and let somebody else do that. Because he wasn't a Blood. It's fucking crazy. But because he jumped in it, you know what I mean? They got him back, and that's what happened. And he was snuffed out. But what I really enjoy about the movie is that we'll talk about Tupac having contradictions. In 1 minute, he's revolutionary. In 1 minute, he's trying to uplift women. The next minute, he's objectifying women. And the next minute, he's gang banging or killing somebody. And then it just keeps going around. But that's because he has so many influences. And he was fucking young. He was a kid. So, revolutionary of the family, they were militants and that kind of thing. And you got hanging with a bunch of street niggas, and then you got the influence of Jada Pinkett and other folks on the the theater side, and you know, you mix all that together, and he's a fan of hip hop. You mix it all together, and he's just trying to find himself. The same way that y'all niggas on social media is following what other people say. He was following the people that he was around, and one day he's like this, and next week he's wearing these type of clothes, and that's what it was. He wasn't that old, and so you can't fault him for that part. But I just wish that he had made different choices. But as I said, go see the movie. It is good. Don't be fooled by the negative reviews that you see on social media or anything like that. Go see it for yourself. You waste $10 to $12 on all kind of stuff, so you can go and spend 2 hours and some change watching a Tupac movie. And even if it is bad, go support the damn movie. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, at The Dom K Show, at Radio on Fire. All eyes on me. I give it, okay, so out of 5, what I gotta give it? I gotta give it something out of 5, right? I give it 4 out of 5. And I like it better than the Notorious movie. Let me say that. And I like Notorious. I thought it was cool, right? It's not better than Straight Outta Compton, but it is better than Notorious. So you got Straight Outta Compton, All Eyes on Me, then Notorious. And Glitter is way down on my list, by the way. Just random, I know.